The fitness industry thrives on promises. Promises of building muscle, transforming your body, and unlocking your full potential through sheer hard work. Gyms, trainers, and supplement companies are quick to fuel that narrative, pulling you in with catchy slogans and polished Instagram-worthy transformations. But here's the irony. While these messages inspire millions, they can backfire when paired with unrealistic expectations. How many people wander into gyms convinced they'll look like a fitness model in 6 months, only to face disappointment? It's like planting an apple seed and expecting a tree by morning. It just doesn't happen that fast. Reality check. Transformation is possible, but it's not always the fairy tale story the fitness industry portrays. Many people don't realize how genetics, lifestyle, and even their starting point play pivotal roles. For example, some individuals, elite responders, as scientists call them, can build muscle at jaw-dropping rates. Others work just as hard or harder and fall short of seeing those same results. That creates frustration, self-doubt, and a recycling of false hopes. And to make it worse, social media bombards you with success stories, rarely showing the grind, setbacks, and stalled progress behind the scenes. Yet, the fitness industry isn't all bad. It's done wonders to encourage healthier lifestyles and empower individuals. But here's the truth many won't tell you. Despite the hype, shortcuts don't exist. You can't out-supplement bad habits, and no workout program will deliver guaranteed results for everyone. It's a delicate balance of effort, strategy, and yes, a bit of luck. So if your fitness journey feels like it's hitting a wall, don't lose heart. Perhaps it's not just your hard work versus lazy others. Maybe there's a bigger conversation about combining effort and tools more effectively. Speaking of which, are lifestyle and medication really opposites? Let's dive even deeper. Many see lifestyle and medication as opposing forces, assuming it's a battle of one versus the other. The fitness industry often promotes this idea, suggesting that if you commit fully to healthy eating, exercise, and lifestyle changes, then medications like weight loss drugs or blood pressure drugs are unnecessary, or even a failure. But here's the twist. This is a false dichotomy. Lifestyle improvements and medication aren't enemies. In fact, they can work hand in hand, creating a synergy that helps people achieve far better results than either one alone. Imagine trying to lower dangerously high blood pressure. Why settle for one tool when you could use both for faster, longer-lasting outcomes? Take this example, a person struggling with obesity. On one hand, regular exercise and a cleaner diet can lead to gradual improvements in weight loss and cardiovascular health. On the other hand, modern weight loss drugs like semaglutide can help accelerate fat loss and reduce medical risks. When paired together, they're far more effective. Weight loss drugs often reduce cravings, which makes sticking to a healthy diet easier. The result? A system where one effort fuels the other. It's like using both a car and a map to get to your destination. Each makes the journey smoother, faster, and less stressful. What's more, avoiding medication outright can even be harmful in certain cases. For example, people with idiopathic hypertension, a condition driven by genetics rather than lifestyle, may struggle to lower their blood pressure, regardless of how fit they are. Medications in this scenario aren't just helpful, they're life-saving. That's the beauty of combining the tools at your disposal, improving your quality of life without unnecessary delays. And while this might be uncomfortable for those who prefer an all-natural approach, let's not forget the bigger picture, addressing health issues in the smartest, most efficient way possible. But efficiency isn't just about quick fixes. It's also about managing expectations against reality. Health and fitness are often framed as simple equations. Eat well, exercise consistently, and everything will fall into place. But for many, especially those battling significant health issues like high blood pressure, the reality is much more complex. Take hypertension as an example. It's not just a number on a chart. It's a silent threat to your kidney health, cardiovascular system, and even the peripheral nerves that keep your fingers and toes alive. Relying solely on lifestyle changes to fix everything can take months, maybe years, while the damage quietly continues. Sometimes, quicker interventions like blood pressure drugs can stop the fire before it reduces your health to ashes. The key isn't abandoning lifestyle changes. It's understanding their power and their limitations. Healthy eating, regular exercise, and better sleep habits are incredible tools for lowering blood pressure, improving cardiovascular health, and reversing other issues over time. But when paired with the effectiveness of modern medicine, the results become much more immediate and impactful. For instance, daily medication for hypertension might stabilize your blood pressure within days, giving you the space and time to implement lifestyle improvements without the constant looming danger. It's about being smart in how you address the issue, not letting pride or misinformation steer you away from solutions. It's time to move past the idea that health is an either-or proposition. Either you follow the lifestyle route, or you resort to medication. The truth is, the most sustainable approach often incorporates both, and here's the kicker: whether it's through lifestyle changes, medication, or a mix of both, achieving true health means focusing on the long game, not just the quick wins. After all, fitness isn't only about the numbers on a scale or the weight on a barbell. Sometimes it's about peeling back the layers of false hopes and addressing the hidden truths behind weight loss and the search for the ideal body. Speaking of peeling back layers, let's explore the myths about body transformations next. Losing weight is often sold as the magic ticket to achieving a lean, toned, and flawless body. The fitness industry amplifies this myth with before and after pictures that spark envy and hope in equal measure. But let's face it, losing those extra pounds doesn't automatically mean your reflection will resemble a fitness model. One overlooked truth is that substantial weight loss often comes with loose skin, especially if you've shed 50 pounds or more. It can feel like an unfair twist. You work so hard to shrink fat, only to find that your skin hasn't caught up with your efforts. And here's the real gut punch. Most creams or exercises claiming to tighten loose skin, they don't work. So what can you do? For starters, acknowledging that loose skin is a natural part of significant weight loss is essential. Surgical options like skin removal surgery can address this issue for those who need dramatic results. Though it's a major commitment involving cost and recovery time, on the other hand, minimally invasive procedures like the BodyTite method offer an alternative solution, using targeted heat to reduce skin laxity gradually over months. Suddenly, it's not just about drastic surgeries or accepting imperfections. It's about finding practical ways to bridge the gap between your hard work and your desired outcomes. The goal is to feel empowered, not defeated. But here's what the fitness industry doesn't always explain. Even after resolving loose skin, most transformations you see online are polished through good lighting, angles, and post-editing. That aesthetic perfection isn't what defines success. Instead, focus on what losing weight truly offers: improved health, increased energy, and a stronger foundation for however you choose to sculpt your future self. And while physical results are rewarding, there's another silent myth we need to unpack. The belief that anyone can build extreme muscle with hard work alone. The idea that anyone can build massive amounts of muscle with hard work alone is one of the most popular myths in the fitness industry. Gyms, trainers, and supplement companies often push this belief, making it sound as if muscle gain is something universally accessible. But here's the tough truth: genetics play a massive role. Not everyone is an elite responder, the lucky few who can pack on 20 or more pounds of muscle with just a couple of years of training. For most, the process is slower, more challenging, and riddled with plateaus. Does that mean it's pointless to try? Absolutely not. It just means we need to adjust expectations to one's unique potential. Imagine the muscle building process as a spectrum with 5 distinct groups. At the top are the elite responders, who gain muscle easily. An example would be bodybuilders like Jay Cutler, who reportedly gained 50 pounds in a single year. Below them are good responders, who can still see impressive results with disciplined training. However, the majority, the average responders, will gain between 5 to 15 pounds over 2 to 3 years of consistent work. Then come the below-average responders and the non-responders, who may work just as hard but only gain minimal muscle or none at all. It can feel disheartening to put in effort without seeing dramatic results, but even for non-responders, training offers so many benefits beyond aesthetics. The takeaway: it's vital to stop comparing yourself to others and focus on your personal fitness journey. Instead of chasing someone else's results, shift your mindset to improving your own strength, endurance, and overall health. Even if you're not destined to look like a pro bodybuilder, consistent exercise boosts cardiovascular health, strengthens joints, and increases resilience. Muscle gain is just one part of the equation. And while your genetic potential might set limits, the benefits of training go far beyond the mirror. Speaking of those benefits, there's a lot to uncover when we step into the broader picture of health. Building muscle might be the most talked about reason for hitting the gym, but it's far from the only benefit. The truth is, even those who barely see visible gains, like below average responders or non-responders, are still reaping health rewards that go far beyond aesthetics. Consistent exercise strengthens your cardiovascular health, improves lung capacity, and keeps your heart pumping efficiently. Over time, this reduces your risk of severe conditions like heart disease, strokes, and high blood pressure. Imagine this: you may not look like a fitness model, but you're building an invisible armor that boosts both your longevity and quality of life. Beyond your heart, exercise works wonders for your mobility and injury prevention. When you train, especially with resistance exercises, you're directly fortifying your joints, bones, and connective tissues. This means fewer injuries when you bend down to grab groceries or play with your kids. Even better, improved strength makes day-to-day activities easier. Climbing stairs, carrying weights, or even just standing for long periods without fatigue. It's not about impressing a crowd at the gym. It's about function and freedom, two things we undervalue until they're gone. Every rep, every set contributes to building a body that serves you better in the long run. But perhaps the most underrated benefit of training is its role in mental health. Regular exercise boosts serotonin and helps combat stress, anxiety, and even depression. This is why trainers often say the toughest part of the workout is showing up. Once you're there, it's as much about mental clarity as physical improvement. Sure, visible gains might take time, but the energy, mood, and mental resilience you develop along the way make it all worth it. And yet, there's one aspect of the fitness industry that continuously distracts us from celebrating these wins. Let's talk about how marketing can create unrealistic expectations and false hopes. The fitness industry is a master of persuasion, and its marketing often pulls at our deepest insecurities. Gyms, trainers, and supplement companies bombard us with promises of quick fixes, dramatic transformations, and Instagram-worthy bodies. They sell the dream of building muscle and losing weight effortlessly, often glossing over the realities of genetics, hard work, and time. We've all seen those before and after ads that make it seem like you're one supplement or 30-day challenge away from perfection. But here's the thing: they rarely show you the failed attempts, the months of trial and error, or the hundreds of unspectacular days in between. What makes these marketing strategies so successful is their ability to tap into our emotions. They feed on the frustration of not seeing results, the longing to fit the mold, and the impatience most feel when progress doesn't come fast enough. It's easy to believe that this one program or that one pill will be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. But relying on these promises often leads to more disappointment than success. In truth, there isn't one-size-fits-all magic in the fitness industry. Success depends on finding what works for your unique needs and sticking to it long enough to yield real results. So, how do you cut through the noise? By setting realistic goals and focusing on the journey instead of quick fixes. Marketing will always be there, trying to sell you shortcuts. But real change happens when you invest in consistency and learn to tune out the hype. Imagine comparing your fitness journey to a marathon, not a sprint. It's not the flashy start that matters, but committing to the finish line. And when you shift your mindset this way, you start to see progress in a different light, not as a race against others, but as an evolution of your personal best. This leads us naturally to a more practical approach, one that's grounded in realistic expectations and consistent effort. The key to success in fitness lies in developing a practical, goal-oriented approach rather than chasing illusions of perfection. Far too many people set themselves up for failure by fantasizing about dramatic transformations instead of focusing on achievable short-term goals. Instead of aiming to look like a bodybuilder in 1 year, why not focus on losing 5 pounds in 2 months or increasing your squat weight by 10% over a specific period? These more manageable goals build momentum and nurture habits that lead to long-term success. Think of it this way: small wins make the journey more enjoyable and sustainable. A critical part of staying practical is to compare yourself only to past versions of yourself, not to influencers or fitness celebrities on social media. Their highlights are carefully crafted, while your reality is uniquely yours. For example, someone who's juggling 3 kids and a full-time job might need a strategy that looks completely different than someone with fewer constraints. This could include finding 20-minute at-home workouts or meal prepping simple, healthy meals. By setting realistic goals based on your life and celebrating progress over perfection, you avoid the disappointment often created by false expectations. But a practical approach doesn't mean you shouldn't experiment and troubleshoot. It's okay to test different strategies, perhaps weightlifting instead of cardio, or switching to intermittent fasting to see how it feels. After 6 consistent months, evaluate your results and adjust accordingly. Did it work well? Great. Build on it. Did it not deliver what you hoped for? No problem. Tweak your plan, but don't quit. This methodical mindset keeps you moving forward and eliminates the frustration of winging it. And here's the beauty. By focusing on what works for you, you bypass the noise and create a fitness journey that's truly your own. Genetics. It's the silent, invisible force that often shapes our fitness outcomes more than we'd like to admit. While the fitness industry loves to sell you on the idea that hard work beats everything, that's not entirely true. Yes, effort is non-negotiable, but your genetic makeup will ultimately define how your body reacts to training, diet, and overall muscle gain. Someone in the elite responders group might gain 20 pounds of muscle with ease, while someone else in the low responders category could train just as hard and barely gain 5. It's not about fairness. It's about working with what you've got and maximizing your unique potential. Accepting genetic variability can feel demotivating at first, but it's actually liberating once you shift your mindset. When you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on progress relative to your own starting point, everything changes. For instance, maybe you're not building muscle as fast as your gym buddy, but you've increased your core strength, lowered your blood pressure, or become more active with your family. Those wins matter just as much, if not more. The key is to zoom out, see the big picture, and frame success in a way that aligns with your life, not someone else's highlight reel. Ultimately, your job isn't to control your genetics, but to control how you respond to them. If your results don't come as quickly as you'd hoped, adapt. Experiment with different workout techniques, fine-tune your nutrition, and, even more importantly, manage your expectations. Fitness isn't about making the world's strongest or leanest version of someone else. It's about bringing out the best of you. The only thing left then is to put your effort into action and trust the process, knowing that every small victory builds towards something bigger. And isn't that what fitness is all about? At the heart of every fitness journey lies a universal truth. The only person you're competing against is yourself. It's not about achieving someone else's version of perfection or fighting your genetics. It's about doing the best with what you have while striving for growth. Whether it's building muscle, losing weight, or improving your health. Every single effort you make adds up, even when the results don't always scream for attention. Progress isn't always loud, and change doesn't always come quickly. But when you look back, you'll realize every drop of sweat and every sacrifice has taken you closer to becoming a stronger, healthier, and more resilient version of yourself. So let me ask you, are you ready to take everything you've learned here and truly apply it? Think about it. What small step could you take today to move the needle even just a little? Can you commit to showing up for yourself even when motivation is low? Can you set realistic goals and work consistently toward them, knowing that every step forward is a triumph? The best part of this journey isn't just what you accomplish physically, it's who you become along the way. And that is a reward nobody can take away from you. If this resonated with you, don't let it end here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to keep learning and growing alongside this community. Together, we'll dive deeper into the strategies, mindsets, and truths that truly matter in fitness and health. After all, your best self isn't waiting for tomorrow. It's built one decision at a time, starting today.